Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Men's Physique Show. I want to say this right now. I respect every other bodybuilding division. There's some great ones out there. Classic physique, wellness, open bodybuilding. I love them all, but there's something special about men's physique, and I bet that's why you're here as well. We got a lot of results. We got a lot of pro shows to cover. The Romania Pro, Mauro Fialho, Andrei Deiu, Emile Walker. What a battle that was. We have the Sean Ray's Hawaii Pro, and a two-time champ has returned to take his crown. We have the Mo's Muscle Pro contest down in New Zealand. I don't know if everyone was afraid to do that show because Isai Kesik was doing it, but it wasn't a very strong lineup, but it does not define who Isai Kesik is. The guy, in my opinion, next year could be that top 10 Olympian. We also have an exclusive interview that I can't wait to show you guys. Can you guess who that may be? Also, another pro show in Brazil we got to cover. We got to talk about these athletes. We got to talk about these Olympians. I got a very special show for you guys, full of news, show results, physique critiques, interviews. It's going to be a fun one. And there's so much more. So buckle up, grab your meal, enjoy your cardio in the car, at work. I don't care how you're listening to me and the boys here. You're going to enjoy today's video. Let's go. Holy cow. What a show the Romania Pro was. Andrei Deiu, if you doubted, let's be honest. Anyone tuning into Instagram news, watching Andrei Deiu, understanding who was going to show up at the Romania Pro, although we had some badass Olympians at that show, did anyone have Andrei Deiu losing the show to Emile Walker, to Mauro Fialho, who is 13th in the world? We're going to break down the top four at this show. From left to right, boys, we have Mauro Fialho, we have Andrei Deiu, Emile Walker, and Gustav. Four badass physiques from front to back. These guys were good.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Aleem Bolton here with the Men's Physique Show. And boy, did we have a weekend full of incredible athletes that crushed it. Let's start with the Romanian Pro. Andrei Deiu, oh my God. This guy came in not only looking amazing from the face, but looking amazing with the rest of his physique. He crushed it. Emile Walker coming in second, Paul Gustav, and of course, Mauro Fialho. Let's start with the front pose. Front pose, I think that, there's very few people in the world who have an ab construction like my man Emile Walker. Emile Walker looks like they literally took blocks and bricks and just kind of stacked them all the way up and made some abs. They protrude, they're bubbly, and the guy just crushes it. Then we've got Paul Gustav, another guy who's really bubbly in the chest, really bubbly in the arms, up through the shoulders. He's got a fantastic physique. And then of course, Mauro Fialho, this guy just keeps impressing and impressing and impressing. Now, why do I think Andrei Deiu deserved the win? If you look at the front, one thing that Andrei's really worked on is his posing. He's able to contort his waist and really streamline his waist so that it makes it look a lot smaller than it normally is. A lot of the other guys, I don't think that they actually hit the correct poses for their physique. Andrei, when you turn to the back, you do back pose. If you notice, his arms come more in and he minimizes the gap between his lats and his arms. So he has a very nice X-frame look. When I look at Emile Walker and Paul and Mario, the thing with them is their arms are kind of out really wide. And you've heard Steve talk about it. Sandy's spoken about this, the judges, that, guys in men's physique almost look like they're airplanes flying away. Their arms are so horizontally across their body that's not really giving them the accentuation of the back that they're looking for. It actually takes away from some of the physique and the lower lats, the upper lats, those traps and everything. It just creates too much space from the back into the arms. So I think, Andrei, whoever he's been posing with, obviously he's posed with Steve and Steve gave him some pointers. Great job, man. This is the best you've ever looked. Kudos to you. Deserve first place from Romania. And if anybody knows about that, it's my boy Mateus. Mateus, let him know about this, baby.
Andrei Lincan. Yes, that is his actual surname. And I know that because I'm also Romanian. Everyone knows him as Deiu or Deiu. Nonetheless, this guy took the win, presenting his best ever package ever, right? At the Romania Muscle Fest. Man, what a physique. What a physique. Now, when you look at just his physique as a whole, this guy reinvented himself. right? He was considering switching to classic for a little while, questioning his place in the men's physique division, to then take a step back, come back on the stage and prove that he belongs there. He belongs there with that top guys. You know, he snatched the Olympia qualification right away in one show, which is incredible, man. You know, Emile had a great physique, has a great physique, incredible abs, great proportions. I would say Emile and Mauro, the foot stance, a little bit too narrow. And I think what really made Andrei stand out was the whole package, top to bottom. When you think men's physique, it's not just who has the most shredded abs, it's not the conditioning, it's not just who has the best back, it's not just who has the smallest waist, because if it was the smallest waist, it'd be Corey Morris, but it's who has the top to bottom most complete package out of everyone. And what Andrei did really, really well was working with Omar Ventura to improve his posing prior to the Olympia. But what you saw that it's improved even more since then. The whole stance, top to bottom, the way he just stands there, man, that's impossible to beat. And the results show it. Not because he won in his home country, but because he was undeniable, right? And Emile right up there, right? Second place. That guy is still very dangerous. You know, he got the points and he's just, you know, he's the king of Europe. But in Romania, Andrei is the king. And it was so nice to see the whole audience just cheering his name. And man, that must have felt incredible. Big up to him, incredible physique, best presentation I have ever seen. Keep it up, my man. You're going to do really, really well at the O.
These guys were damn good. These are the type of physiques that in most pro shows, these guys are going to be in the first call out. But I really want to hone in, first of all, on Mauro Fialho. Phew. What a year he's had. What an Olympia he has had. This guy I've seen fight for years to get that 13th place finish. Last week, we saw Mauro compete at a show, and it wasn't a very good outcome for Mauro. A lot of people had Mauro winning. He wasn't even in the first call out. I think he was past the top 10, which is crazy. You're 13th in the world. What happened? We come to the Romania Pro, and Mauro does get in that top 3. Thank gosh. Mauro Fialho, boys, he looks good to me. The front shot looks good. For me, I just want to see Mauro get wider, and I don't know what that's going to be for Mauro, what type of stance, if he needs to do one hand on the hip, but the abs look good, the muscles there. I just want to see a bit more width from the lats, and I don't know if that front pose, that Superman pose, is his pose. Obviously, it looks good, right? He's worked on it for thousands of hours. I would just like to see maybe something different to show off more width, because everything else is there. The conditioning from the back, I think the back can always get wider from Mauro. The thickness, that 3D look from Mauro is there all day long. Those Brazilians don't mess around.
Let's talk about arguably the biggest show of the weekend, the Romanian Pro, and there was only 2 names on everyone's lips. It was the hometown hero up against the reigning champion. It was Andrei Deiu versus Emile Walker, and let me tell you, did these guys put on a show. I want to talk about the top 3. Coming in 3rd place was Paul Gustave, the guy from France, a guy that not many people have heard about. I personally didn't know too much about the guy, but let me tell you, this guy brought a damn good physique. He brought the conditioning, he brought the shreds. The guy knows how to pose, but it's when he turned to the back, that shoulder to waist ratio, the amount of muscle that this guy has on the frame and how small his waist is. This guy's going to be a name that we need to keep tabs on over the next 12 months. Then the battle between Emile and Andrei, where Andrei was able to take out the win over the weekend. But that being said, Emile's package from the Hurricane Pro to the Prague show to then the Romanian Pro show got better and better and better. From the front, Emile is untouchable. The conditioning, those brick-like abs, the obliques, it's damn near perfect. But when we look at Andrei Deiu, the guy has more mass, he's got more size, and he presents more of an X-frame to his shape just purely by the way that he poses. Now, we know that Andrei is done for the season. He's qualified for the Olympia. I'm pretty certain Emile Walker is now in an off-season, and I'm so keen to see what these guys are able to present in 2026.
Andrei Deiu, the hometown hero, the hometown kid, this is one of the best physiques I've seen him bring. The guy looked crispy and he's in condition. And when Andrei Deiu brings a 95% or higher package, he's probably going to win this show. If not, get that top 2-3. It was the Romania Pro. We smoked everyone. Then we had Emile Walker. Whew, this guy does not play games. 2nd place, Emile Walker out of the United Kingdom. Very dangerous men's physique Olympian. I think the biggest thing for Emile Walker this year is I'd love to see him compete in some American shows. powerhouse and finally get in that top 15 at the Olympia next year. Emile, keep pushing. We got to get you on for an interview. I want to hear how your season's going, how the Olympia is going. And then finally, Gustav, another badass physique, especially from the back. I think he can switch up his posing to just show off his physique in a lot better way because this guy has the muscle. He has a really nice shape. He came in condition, but there's a way he can adjust that front pose for it to look better. As far as from the back, Gustav looks absolutely crazy. Another thick, dense, wide back. Absolutely wild.